Hey, y'all. Mama TC back in the house. Yeah. So I'm back on the porch again because this is part two we're going on to regarding the portal tonight, 42125, which is a spiritual reset portal. And it's open tonight and it's elevating you more and more into the 5D. And you're going to start experiencing some great things, a sense of being alive. You're going to get a great feeling. You're going to not have fear anymore. You're going to learn all about that watching these videos. So be sure to continue watching. It's going to go on to this part, and then I'm pretty sure there's a part 3, but it'll be shorter than the first two, okay? And then after that, I'll follow up with another video, which I might save to make later on tonight or tomorrow morning, because I got to get prepared to do my usual setting intentions and everything for this portal tonight. So, but when I do get into that next video, after part 3, that will be about the markings in our hands, because they are codes, spiritual codes that we were gifted specially from the Most High. Tell you all about it. So keep on watching, because you need to get everything you can to understand the portal tonight. All right, so remember, watch this one and then get ready for part 3.
Not a punishment, it is a purification. The universe is breaking all illusions to reveal the real you. This process is not easy, but you cannot run away. If you run away, it will be even heavier. The universe looks you in the eye and says to you, remember who you are now. Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini signs will be the most affected by this conjunction, especially those with planets in fixed or mutable signs between 25 degrees to 27 degrees in their natal chart. But actually, no one can escape this energy completely, because this is a collective leap. This transit is a collective spiritual call as much as an individual one. We all have to pass through this door in our own way. And what about you? Are you ready to face your truth? To talk to the ghosts of your past? You no longer have the luxury of saying, I didn't know. The universe is opening one last door for you. And this door will remind you who you are. But only those who dare can pass through. The question is, do you really want to wake up? Or will you hold on to your old identity and miss this opportunity once again? Announce this to the universe now by writing, I am ready below. Now your soul is waiting with bated breath. It wants to see what you will do. This is your moment. Don't hesitate. Dig deep. Be afraid. Because where there is fear, the greatest transformation is hidden. This energy has not come to destroy you, but to return you to your pure state. Do not resist, because resistance only magnifies the pain. Now is the time to surrender, because only through surrender can you pass through this door. And once you pass through, nothing will be the same. There is no place to hide in your life during this period. Saturn is watching you. The difference between what you say and what you do is becoming visible. If you've been feeling that you've been manipulating things for a while, living seemingly smoothly but internally contradictory, those cracks are now becoming clear. Anywhere you're not being true to yourself starts to challenge you. All the artificialities that you have maintained in your professional life, in your personal relationships, or in your spiritual journey, just out of habit, expectation, or to please others, now start to crack one by one. If you speak a spiritual language, but don't reflect it in your behavior, this difference creates pressure. You feel as if there are two versions of you, one that you show to others, and one that you really feel. You may notice that people are distancing themselves from you, that old roles no longer define you, or that the things that used to motivate you are no longer meaningful. Some of your masks may fall off in this process. You need to face the truths that you know deep down, but have been postponing. Saturn doesn't punish you, but it removes the structures that mislead you and don't belong to you. Running away or ignoring will not be the solution. On the contrary, you may feel as if you have lost control over events. But what's really happening is that everything in your life is being restructured to put it on a more solid and real foundation. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You have to be real, not pretend anymore. With this conjunction, you may notice that things are shifting in your life. You may experience this with sudden changes, a sense of loss of control or a shake-up of the order you're used to. Your plans may be disrupted. There may be a pause in the work you've been doing. You question your decisions. Is this what I really want? You find yourself asking yourself. Old goals no longer excite you. Some relationships begin to consume you. This may be surprising, but it is no coincidence. There was a direction that was calling to you from within. But until now, you had turned a deaf ear. Now this call is no longer just an inner feeling and is being pushed by external events. During this period, you are more likely to make sudden decisions such as quitting a job, ending a relationship, changing cities, changing career direction. At the same time, you may cool down from the things you have lost interest in, but can't let go of. This is normal. This period asks you, who do you really want to be? If you are in an area where you are stalling, procrastinating, or managing, the system will pull you out of it. This can be harsh, but it's not meant to hurt you. It's to put you on a path that is more in tune with you. It may not make sense, but an inner peace or an inexplicable sense of clarity may show you that this direction is the right one. If you resist, the process will take longer and be more difficult. But if you let go, over time, the empty spaces in your life will be filled with something much more solid, real, and fulfilling. It's not a punishment, it's a redirection, but it's not a voluntary redirection, it's a forced change. And instead of resisting it, you need to adapt to the process. On April 24th, Venus will make a strong conjunction with Saturn and the North Node. This is a period of radical karmic evaluation in relationships. Since Venus rules love, connection, harmony, financial balance, and value systems, under Saturn's aspect, everything in these areas will have to go through a reality check. It will be like a complete karmic unraveling of everything you've been clinging to in the name of trust, approval, or comfort. Dark areas in your relationships will be exposed during this period. Old tensions and unresolved emotional bonds may resurface unexpectedly. Relationships built on codependency, old traumas or illusions will be challenged. This energetic alignment will clearly expose relationships that have become routine, where energy is no longer being reclaimed and where the spiritual contract has ended. This will be a process of release, not an abandonment. You will meet new people who need to re-enter. This is not something accidental, but new karmic bonds. You will recognize them through the rapid awakening of your spiritual memory, the intersection of mutual purposes and timelines. This period will also bring to light financial and energetic connections that you have been ignoring. If your values have been damaged emotionally, sexually, spiritually, or financially, this alignment will clarify them. It's time to move away from anything that's harming you. Venus will ask you one question. Do your relationships really reflect who you are? Or are you chasing an old version of yourself? If you are evolving, but stuck in old relationships, the dissonance will be unbearable. It's time to live your truth. Everything that no longer supports you will either transform or leave your life. The conjunction of Saturn and the North Node in Pisces starts a major karmic reckoning on our planet. This is not only affecting personal transformation, it also involves social structures and systems. Political structures, economic systems, religious institutions, and spiritual figures will now be subject to Saturn's unwavering gaze.
Be sure to follow this one with part 3 about the new Earth. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.